Irrawaddy dolphins are on the precipice here in Cambodia. There are very, very few of them left in the river, certainly less than 100. Adults continue to be caught in fishing nets, probably at the rate of several animals a year, and calves are simply not surviving. And if that continues, the older animals will get older and eventually die, and there will be nothing to replace them, and there will be no dolphins left in the Mekong. WWF has been working with the government agencies here and with local development agencies on several fronts to provide a comprehensive approach to dolphin conservation. Urgent action necessary to save these animals from what it appeared at the time was very high levels of bycatch and extremely high levels of calf mortality. Lots of young animals were dying. And what has happened so far is that the Dolphin Commission had pursued the strategy of eliminating gill nets and created a series of river guards, a network of people along the river who could try and reduce the use of gill nets in areas where there were dolphins.
សត្វសោតដែលមានសារៈសំខាន់ចំពោះភូមិខ្ញុំពីមុនយើងអត់យល់ដឹងថាបាទហើយបន្ទាប់មកទៀតបានឯកឧត្តមទូចិនតាណាគាត់បង្កើតកន្លែងអភិរក្សការពារធនធានធម្មជាតិសត្វសោតត្រីទាំងអស់បាទកុំឲ្យវាបាត់បង់ការលំបាកដែលបិទមងបាត់អីហ្នឹងលំបាកម៉ែណែបងបាទអ្នកដែលក្រដូចខ្ញុំទិញអត់បានទេ
Gill nets are an extremely efficient way of catching fish, and it's not surprising that they are very popular. But they're a big problem for dolphins, and in the long term, they'll probably be a big problem for fish. And fisheries populations here are already thought to be in trouble with some species. At present, there are a series of alternative livelihood projects that WWF supports that are associated with trying to reduce people's need to use gill nets, to grow chickens, raise pigs, other kinds of crops, increase the diversity of vegetables that they might be growing, fish, aquaculture. And these sorts of things can provide real income for people and are potentially a reasonable alternative to try and mitigate the impacts of restrictions on gillnet fishing.
In 2000 we have only 50 tourists, and increase up until 2006 we have about 10,000. But now it's go up to almost 20,000 foreign tourists. Slowly we start to make a balance between the ecotourism, but mostly that we want local villager, because our Prime Minister, our government say that we do conservation for poverty alleviation. This is our main goal from our government. And now we have a good partner. We have WWF, we have a fishing department working together, and I think that we join on that way. We join on that way to build up the livelihood of the people.
Of all the entities interested in dolphins and dolphin conservation in the Mekong, it's obviously the local communities and the fishing families that stand to win and lose the most from it. It's obviously the responsibility of the government to the people to manage this dolphin population properly, but without engagement with the local communities, that's totally useless, because it's they who are going to be taking the brunt of any problems, but it's also them who stand to gain by having a healthy dolphin population and a healthy river.
ហើយការរៀនសូត្រគាត់គង់ពង្រឹងផ្នែកសេដ្ឋកិច្ចក៏ដោយសារសត្វផ្សោតដែរកន្លងមកអង្គការចុះជួយខាង WWF ហ្នឹងជួយខ្លាំងមែនតើបាទបងផលប៉ះពាល់មានគួយព្រោះការចិញ្ចឹមជីវិត លើផ្នែកនេសាទរាល់ថ្ងៃដូចខ្ញុំបានលើកខាងដើមហើយថាអង្គការមិនអោយមានទេឬរាជរដ្ឋាភិបាលសំខាន់មែនតើព្រោះអង្គការក្រៅរដ្ឋាភិបាលគាត់ជួយតម្រង់ទេឲ្យបងប្អូនយល់ដឹងរៀនសូត្រការពារទប់ស្កាត់កុំឲ្យមានមួងដាក់ជាប់ផ្សោត
ឥឡូវយើងកាន់តែតាំងពីដើមកាន់តែពីហ្វូងធំឥឡូវមកកាន់តែថយចុះមកសល់តែប្រមាណដូចជាសម្បត្តិធម្មជាតិកម្រមួយមិនមានទូទាំងប្រទេសដូចជាត្រីធម្មតាទេដូចជាត្រីសត្វអីផ្សេងអាចតែមានច្រើនតែផ្សោតនេះគឺមានតិចបំផុតតែតិចណាស់ទៅហើយអញ្ចឹងរបស់ដែលនៅកាន់តែតិចហើយរបស់ដែលវាគ្មានអីថែមទៀតអានឹងវាចូលមានតម្លៃដូច្នេះសូមឲ្យទាំងអស់គ្នាជួយណាត្រូវតែទាំងអស់គ្នាជួយទាំងអស់គ្នា
I think that Irrawaddy dolphin, it's a freshwater dolphin, is unique, very unique, because of many people say that this is the second national heritage or the second national treasure after Angkor Wat. Because of the dolphin, it represents the environment, the great environment of Cambodia. If we have dolphin, it's our pride.
Irrawaddy dolphins are a beating heart and the smiling face of the Mekong. If we can maintain a healthy population of dolphins here, it's likely that we can maintain a healthy river that's providing for the people who live along it. Yen South Nyen Trey, if we have dolphins, we have fish and we have a healthy river. And so I think Irrawaddy dolphins are absolutely worth saving.